Hey guys, it's Luke Javersack with GSLukeDFS.com, bringing you guys my top 3 NBA plays for the March 3rd slate on Draftkings. To begin with my value play for tonight, it is going to be Yuta Watanabe of the Toronto Raptors. And you may go, who? Yeah, Yuta Watanabe of the Toronto Raptors, coming in at $3,100. Tonight, Pascal Siakam and Fred Van Elite are going to be out, and it's going to be a huge hole in their team. They play 36, 37 minutes apiece in almost every single game. So not only is there going to be a huge minutes void of almost 75 minutes, there's also going to be a huge usage void. And honestly, it's going to be almost impossible to completely guess what happens, but I do see a huge role for Watanabe. Watanabe has seen 25 plus minutes in almost every circumstance where two of the big three have been out, and that's Lowry and then the two that are out tonight. And there's not just those two that are out tonight. You also have OG Anunoby who's sitting, and they don't expect Aaron Baines to play much. For that reason, Watanabe has to see minutes. He is probably going to see 30 minutes. I have him projected for 25 right now, and he's been productive in the minutes that he's seen this year. He's scored at a point 0.8 fantasy point per minute rate, and at 24 minutes, that's coming in at a score of 17, 16, 17, rounding there. And that's not a bad score at all for the $3,100 price tag. But if he sees the 30 minutes I do expect, he becomes a smash play at that price. And that's why I like him so much. He has that high upside, especially if he's playing well. He could even blow that out of the water. I do see 40-point upside for him. I don't expect that. I think that's his pure ceiling. But you're paying for that. I mean, you don't have to pay much for it either. So I like the upside there. And my main reason for playing Watanabe is I'm fading Kyle Lowry tonight. Kyle Lowry right now is coming in at 60% ownership, which is entirely too high. I'm sure he's probably about 30-40% optimal. He's not 60% optimal though, so I'm completely fading him. That means I'm going to be playing a lot of the Raptors, and Watanabe is one of the ways I'm going to try and capture that upside by fading Lowry. My GPP play for tonight is running on that same narrative. I'm going to be playing Norman Powell, coming in at $6,700, as I think he carries the load for the Raptors if Lowry doesn't have a huge game. Norman Powell's had some massive games this year. He's put up over 45 fantasy points 6 times, and almost every time that he's done that, you've had to have him. He is priced up tonight, which is going to keep a lot of people off of him, even though he does have the upside. But I do see it as real upside, and I think it's more likely than not that he captures that upside. You're missing two of the biggest scoring threats from the Raptors, and the one thing that Norman Powell does really well is score. True, he is a shooter. His shot could get cold, but obviously you can't bet on that. He's one of the better shooters in the NBA, and I do expect him to shoot well tonight, to put up probably at least 25 points, maybe even with the upside of scoring 30, 35 real points. If he does that, you're going to absolutely have to have him in your lineups. He's my GPP play for tonight. I'm going to have him in almost every lineup tonight because I'm not playing Lowry. He's going to be my leverage off of Lowry. And I do think that he has a high floor as well. To be honest with you, I don't see him scoring less than 35 fantasy points, which is almost approaching 6x value, which is fantastic. I love him tonight. And if you're not playing Lowry, I think you should be playing Powell. That's for sure. My smash play for tonight. So instead of playing Lowry as my smash play, I'm going to Dennis Schroder, who's also going to be popular, only at about 30% ownership, but I think he actually has a much better chance of hitting his ceiling than someone like a Kyle Lowry. He comes in at $5,900, which gives you almost $2,000 of savings off of Lowry. On top of that, he's in a very, very similar circumstance. The Lakers are without LeBron and Anthony Davis, so Schroeder's going to have to run the show. Kyle Kuzma's not running the show. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Marc Gasol, none of those guys are able to run the show, and they're not starting Alex Caruso. So you're going to see a lot of Dennis Schroder. Dennis Schroder has real triple-double upside every single night because he does get a lot of assists. He gets a lot of his rebounds, and he always puts more than 10 points up. But tonight, I'll actually project him for that triple-double. On top of that, they're playing a Sacramento Kings defense that's absolutely horrible. They give up the most points of any team in the NBA, which means even if the Lakers get blown out, there's still going to be a lot of points to be scored. I also like the idea of pairing Schroeder with a lot of either the wingmen or the big men from the Lakers, whether that be starters or backups, because if it is a close game, if he puts up that monster performance in that triple-double, there's likely a lot of players from the Lakers that also shine because there is so much usage. There are so many minutes to go around. I'm talking someone like a Montrezl Harrell, even an Alex Caruso. I don't think they eat into each other too much with their production, or even someone like a Kentavious Caldwell Pope, or even yes, Kyle Kuzma. So I love Schrader. I love the Lakers tonight, and I think he's a smash play. Be in every lineup of mine. So good luck tonight, guys. Hopefully Kyle Lowry doesn't get hurt. I just hope he shoots bad tonight. Obviously, I'll be fading him. Hopefully, he just misses a bunch of shots, and then tomorrow when he's low owned, his price goes down. He puts up a 90 burger or something like that. I'll be all over him. So, sorry, Kyle Lowry, but that's it for tonight, guys.